There's the Renaissance Center, General Motors World Headquarters. We're downtown Detroit going to Cobo Hall for Autorama. We're going to take the people mover to the Autorama. What a lovely people mover station in the Marriott. And there's the Renaissance Center, General Motors World Headquarters right there. That's Jefferson Avenue, the main street in Detroit. Woodward and Jefferson's like the main four corners. And then across the way there is Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, where do we begin? That's exactly the question. That's pretty slow. This is a four-door sedan. That's what I need, something like that. It's that capsule though. Huh. It's got the Cleveland engine. Can I sneak around here behind me? It doesn't show up at that. The cream is really metallic, really beautiful. Nice. '56 Chevrolet Nomad station wagon. Look at the black on this thing shine. That makes my Bel Air look like it doesn't have a shine. That's amazing. I like it. The innards of a 4-speed. These are the synchronizers. So you're just basically locking gears. This gear is locked to the shaft now. You change the gears, you've locked the, you're just changing gears through the counter shaft. Your input gear always drives your counter shaft, so you're locking these gears to the shaft through those. Pretty interesting seeing the inside. I think that's your reverse over right there. So yeah, pretty neat cutaway of this gearbox. So we got this with its 440 next to this with its probably 235.5 in there. That's a 70. This is a 51 Chevrolet. Oh, look what we have there. Too many cars to go individually over here. That's got one cool paint job on it. Somebody took some time. And they say Boss 302, so I imagine they'd be. This is the car that was featured in the Cruise News. It was Grandma's car. It's a 62 Impala SS. Cruise News is there. So one of their magazine writers restored this car. Yeah, right here. This is a friend of my brother's car. Oh, we got two 69 Plymouths sitting side by side. White one, blue one. I like that. This one's awesome. I like the 69 Plymouths. I think they're a nice looking car. It looked like they did a fair more work on this than what I did on the Catalina. Always like this body style.
I like the window in the back.
Yeah, they're just really nice looking cars, aren't they? Try and get the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is.
That's what I'm saying. It's the front end is different.
These become more They're still separate.
Yeah.
got one now. I'd say go to Morris.
Four-door wagon with, looks like Ford pedals. I guess they're not. That is a Willis. 39 Willis Coupe. How cool. Cars here. Built for SEMA 2016. Gotta remember when these things are brand new on the road. Somebody did a really nice job on this. I like it. Well, if anyone needs any neon garage art, they certainly have it. Those are, that are $275. That's $450. They're not bad priced. I'd love to get into making neon. That's one thing I would enjoy doing. Maybe I'll take that glass blowing class at CCS and then work from there. I like that Sunoco. Yeah, I could spend some serious money here, unfortunately. I don't know which one's my favorite. I like them all. Kind of like this one here too. When was the last time anyone's seen a Mercury pickup? And there's one. Just to prove it's Mercury. '53 Mercury M100. Oh wow, look at that 61 Chevy. That is amazing. I got to get some video of that on the way around. Look at the paint job on this. Wow. Hood scoop. That thing's nice. Of course, we can't have a show without a wagon. 57 Pontiac Woody. Wow. Nice.
Look at the joint right there.
Yeah, isn't that something? Wood-bodied wagon.
I mean, it's like proved.
Yep, it sure is.
Man.
Look at that woodwork. It's amazing. That's one cool station wagon. Well, I was almost born in the front seat of one of these 57 years ago. That's what my dad had when I was born. Yep, 51 Ford, that's what he had. What a cool paint job. Love the color combo on that. That's the year I was born. Wow.
That's a lot of work.
What an amazing paint job. '51 Willis Jeep. Pretty cool. 1940 Ford Coupe. Cars from all over the country here, isn't there? Oh, what a cool car. Looks like it has a Ford 289 302. It's the Windsor block anyway. That looks like fun. This must be the 60 row because that's a 60 Buick. It's a 60 Pontiac. And I'll have to walk around. And that's a 61 Ford. Well, it looks a little different from my Catalina. And of course we can't leave the Buick out. That's the owner of the Pontiac. I just talked to him for quite a while.
Everything else about your car.
60 Lincoln. Oh, how I love these old Lincolns. What a beautiful car. Has the roll down window like the Mercury Park Lanes had. And yes, that's Abraham Lincoln. You going out for a ride in the car, are ya?
He said he would if as soon as we open, he would.
Well, there's a button over there. I'm sure put it up.
I'm sure we'll get a lot of attention.
Yeah, totally.
On this side?
I like these style cars Chrysler made too. Did I see this out cruising on Woodward last summer?
Yep, you see it everywhere.
Yeah, I was out with my 59
cruisers.
Chevy and my 60 Pontiac, and I saw it. Yeah.
I drive it to Frankenmuth, River, Hines Drive, Harper.
Yep. I got video of it going down Woodward Avenue.
Yeah, I got Woodward. I got 3 pictures from Woodward. That one was a newspaper.
My brother.
This is an unrestored car. It's a little cleaner than my Catalina. Yeah. New old stock 63 Chevy. It's everywhere you turn and look, there's stuff. It's just too much to video everything. This is what I like seeing, when you can see the engine in these open cars like this, like that Chrysler Hemi and this Buick Nailhead. It's just kind of nice seeing a really interesting, unique engine.
Hey, that's the way I ride when I drive anyway.
That's an interesting engine in that car. Wow. This was the competitor to my Chevrolet. Look at that, it's original paint. You can see some wear on it there. This is what you call an unrestored car. Survivor. Hands down, I think the Survivors are my favorite. It's really neat seeing them in their original condition. Now here's a behemoth of a car. going to say it's a 72. My grandparents had a 72 Buick LeSabre. This is the bigger Electra 225. Another 61. Look at this.
You're saying it.
That's why it's funny.
You're counterproductive.
Wait, what? Which one? If I put it on my mouth,
I was saying it's actually supposed to take it.
I'm not putting it in my mouth.
No, I'm not saying big.
You're not, you don't want it to handle it. It's tough.
Yeah, if you need artwork done, this is definitely the place. '57 Ford Fairlane 500. Beautiful color combination. The guy sold one of my mini bikes to, that Harrison enters his mini bike in the Autorama here. Or his mini bikes, I should say. He said he had about 50 of them. That's some amazing paint jobs. They put my Ruttman paint job to shame. This is the same mini bike I have, a Ruttman Horny Toad, that somebody's put the wheelie bars and stuff on. That looks like it has a 6 horsepower Tecumseh, old style side valve.
Rubbing it out there. That's where you got to rub it out. Done that once or twice. How do you want to?
Nice. This is like a really unusual rare car. It's an AMC AMX. And they came in that color combination too. This has a 390 in it. I remember all those cars when I lived. That makes me feel old when I remember these things now. Look at this beautiful 32 Ford. Awesome steering wheel. And we got the old flathead in here. It's got a newer flathead. This one originally had a 60 horsepower. The cylinder head would have been a lot smaller. They're physically smaller, the 60 horse. That's like probably 100 horse. Nice. Doesn't look much like a 59 Chevy anymore, does it? I like their little sign stand. Thank you. That's pretty cool. I like that. Well, I had a 60 Chevy Bel Air. This is a Biscayne from Ohio. This car is from Cincinnati, Ohio. And of course the 59 Chevy right there. This has the 409, the first year of the 409. The 409 was introduced in mid-61. 4-speed on the floor. This is not a Super Sport. 61 was the first year of the Impala Super Sport also. Pretty nice. Nice sleeper. This is the company that does the stripping, S&S stripping that I've used. They completely sandblast bodies and stuff. These are some cool old Plymouths. I love these old Belvederes. Excuse me. Sneak up in front of the I love these cars. They're so ugly, they're beautiful. This car's been in a lot of magazines. What a dash pod. Beautiful old Woody. 29 Ford.
Now that's technology. That is best, right? Because, yep. There's no mirrors under this one.
No.
Yes, I do. Not terrible.
51 Plymouth with a little bit of a built flathead inline 6. Sorry, the reflection of the window doesn't allow the inside. Unrestored 56 Chevy. It's got 68 North Dakota tags on it. I don't think it has its 235.3 on the tree anymore. There's two levels here, and we're on the lower level now. You got a Cadillac emblem on a Chevrolet engine. Lovely. And it's a newer one too, newer with the, and it had the EGR. It's got the Rams, older style Rams horn manifolds. Sorry about the band, but this looks more like the original rides. Unrestored survivors are down here. Pontiac station wagon. This is a workhorse car. They tow a trailer with it. Looks like it's been modernized mechanically, but still, tow mirrors. So 331 cubic inch Cadillac. Sorry about the band, you won't be able to hear me. Those are Edsel station wagon taillights. Somebody did a nice job on this Ranchero, making it into an Edsel. Totally unrestored. (1970) Honda CB100. That's a 1975 Honda MR50. It's got a two-stroke on it. How cool. Does this car look familiar to any of my tubers? If you go back and look at my past videos, you'll see I was out cruising with them a couple of times. Mini bikes.
Alright, thanks.
That's exactly what I have. Identical. Even has a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton. It's another one.
You know, we out of power. My wife was about this time.
I like the ones with the old school side valve engines.
Look at that swoop seat in the back.
This one? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do mine originally like that. Well, I can see in there, it's definitely not, it doesn't look like a flathead in there anymore. Oh, it is a flathead with chrome heads. It's been built. Nice 60 Pontiac Catalina station wagon. It's a Bel Air 2-door sedan. That antenna is probably for that television set. A lot of station wagons at Autorama. This looks like an original car. Looks like it shows 63,000 miles on the clock. What a cool car. Looks like Good and Plenty, doesn't it? A box of Good and Plenty. 1930 Model A Ford. And I don't think this thing's ever been restored. It has burlap seat cover. This thing's original. of that.
That's not something you see every day.
That doesn't show up there. We got some more mini bikes. It's another one like the one I have.
I like the white balls. The white balls are cool. The red with the white ball, they look there. That's
really cool. '32 Ford. There's the people mover. This is the riverfront entrance of Cobo. It's one of the old boblo boats, and this is the Detroit River, and that is Windsor, Ontario, Canada, our neighbor across the river. And during Prohibition they used to run boats across there with whiskey, and occasionally they find one on the bottom of the river still with its cargo. And I think they about 10 years ago recovered one from the bottom and restored it. Chris Craft speedboat. That, if it shows up, is the Ambassador Bridge between Detroit and Canada, Windsor, Ontario. Belle Isle is the island right there if it shows up to the right of the boblo boat. And as we're standing here by Cobo, that is the Renaissance Center, which is the General Motors World Headquarters. Is that right?
That's right.
All right, this is one of the two boblo boats that used to take people to Boblo Island, which was a mini Cedar Point amusement park that's closed up. And I think the Chinese or somebody bought one of the boblo boats, and this one they use for dinner cruises on the Detroit River. And if I'm not mistaken, these are still powered with their triple expansion reciprocating steam engines. The last time I was on one in the 90s, they still had their triple expansion reciprocating steam engine in them. So it'd be kind of neat if it still had it. There's the stack up there and the docking bridge. all powered up. So yeah, one of the old boblo boats. I don't really know the history on when these were built. I suppose you could Google it. So there we go. Thought I'd just take a walk along the boblo boat here and let everyone have a good look at it. A little bit of downtown. We're at Hart Plaza, and there's the General Motors World Headquarters, which we're going to go in, and we're going to get the people mover from in the Renaissance Center. Beautiful General Motors right across again from the riverfront. Well, now we're inside of General Motors. Mine was a lighter green called olive green. I frame off restored it, but yeah, nice. 26 Chevrolet Superior X. That would be fun to drive. 28 Chevrolet pickup. I restored a 35 Chevrolet farm truck. It's in one of my videos, a little bit of video. Oh, cool. Look at that. We're running out of battery here. But this is really a neat exhibit in the World Headquarters lobby. These aren't a conveyor belt going around, I'm just walking around because I don't have time to wait for it. That's a 4x4, 63. PK12. It's a 3/4 ton. And there we're back at the first truck that I started videoing. That's actually a 71. Mine was a 69. Well, that nice modern engine. That's what they called the Stoveboat 6. Put a crank start in them. There's pits in the blades, so this thing's probably out of a junkyard. Looks nice. This is the early Chevrolet V8 265. These are oil filterless. See how there's no oil filter down there? That tells you it's a 265. Going to Greek Town for dinner. Driving up Woodward in Detroit. There's Comerica Park. And there's the Fox Theater. There we go, we can get the Fox sign now. A big old massive church, and of course the new Little Caesars arena for the Red Wings. There we go, there's a little video of Little Caesars arena. Oh, there's the new Q line going up there in the right lane. Yeah, it's hard to believe we're in Detroit now. City's really turned around. Really nice. There's the new queue line. The DIA, also known as the Detroit Institute of Arts, well worth a visit. Sorry about that car going through the video there, but yeah, nice place. This church looks like a castle. It's so cool. That was the Edsel Ford Freeway we just crossed. Alright, I'm going to make just a little wrap-up video here on the Autorama. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. We did take I took some video a little around Detroit so people can see what Detroit is. We went in the world headquarters of General Motors, and so I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I think my favorite car there, sentimental wise, was the 51 Ford Custom, as my dad had one when before I was born, I should say. He was taking my mom to the hospital, and they did the trip a number of times, and they crossed railroad tracks and never had a train crossing it. And then when she was in labor for me, there was a train on it, and I was almost born in the front seat of the 51 Ford. So that's just a little tidbit there. And I think that 60 Pontiac station wagon was a pretty unique car. You just don't see the station wagons. People just didn't save them. They would use them for parts for cars like this one, for example, or convertibles, and or they just drove them into the ground and scrapped them. Nobody really bothered to save station wagons, so they're kind of rare now. When you find a nice station wagon, they usually go for quite a bit of money. So that was another one of the cars I like, that customized 59 Chevy. I've seen quite a few customized 59 Chevys, but the job on that car was nice. I like the way they did the taillights. They're kind of unique taillights on the 59 Chevy. So to do something like they did, I thought that took some talent. So there was some amazing paint jobs there. Some really cool mini bikes. The one guy that had the two mini bikes, the chrome one and whatnot, I point out in the video, he had the black 60 Pontiac Catalina two-door sedan that was in one of my videos from the Woodward Dream Cruise when I was out cruising in this Catalina. So anyway, yeah, so that's kind of a wrap-up on the video. Now, people ask me why I didn't put this car in the Autorama. Well, the main reason is the enclosed car hauling trailer is sitting up north at the cottage, buried in about 6 feet of snow, and the driveway is about a half a mile long. So to get somebody in there to snow blow it out, drive all the way up there with the pickup to get it, and tow it back to load this in to take it down to the Autorama just wasn't worth it. And I'm certainly not going to take it out and drive it on the salty roads in this time of year in Michigan. On Friday, when we ended up with all this snow, we ended up with 9 inches of heavy wet snow. And so yeah, so this is why I didn't put the car in the Autorama. I certainly wasn't driving it down there. So again, I hope everyone enjoyed the Autorama and a little bit of downtown Detroit. And Detroit has really come around, really a lot of things going on, a lot of money being put into the city. And I want to thank everyone for watching my videos. And if you enjoy my videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you for watching my videos.